The 5 of you are standing in the growth, just beyond the dismantled site of the mile-wide dome. When you defeated the woad centaur, it dropped a strange geode it was connected to, and the dome retracted back into a forest. With you is a woman, formerly a small bronze dragon, with long curly hair and wide brown eyes. She's naked except for a scrap of gray cloth tied around her neck, though this doesn't seem to bother her. Jasmin's eyes have gone blank as she touches this woman's outstretched palm, receiving a vision of the place where you've been asked to bring this sparkling fragment of a geode. Jasmin, the vision fades and you're back in the growth. The woman has pulled back her hand. She's looking at the sky, and patches of her skin are shifting through a variety of colors and textures, mirroring the changing colors of the sunrise. You've been awake all night. You're sore and exhausted to a level that seems impossible. In the distance, you hear the rumble of one of those stone golem roars, followed by the crack of a tree being split. What do you do?
Jasmin opens her mouth to say something and then just kind of half collapses from exhaustion, like to one knee.
That seems fine. Hey, does anybody have like a jacket on them or something? Or like pants? Extra pants?
The jumpsuit, maybe?
Actually, I think multiple of you have your jumpsuits, but also, Erica, if you're wearing your jumpsuit, you have a tunic and a pair of pants in your bag that the daughters gave you a few days ago.
Okay, so I am going to rustle through my bag and hand Zan a pair of pants.
Great, it's not for me.
No, it's for you.
And that makes it seem like I like peed my pants and I didn't. So it's for I hand it to the woman formerly known as a small dragon.
Okay, she takes them.
Still Giant Max is gonna
I forgot that.
take off his bomber and hand it to whoever wants to take it.
Why? Are we just passing clothes around in a circle now?
I assume it stays giant.
Yeah, you've got a very large jacket. Who are you giving it to?
It's just really big. The dragon.
Are you just like holding it out to her?
Uh-huh.
Okay. She looks at you and looks at the cloth pants that Zan gave her.
I keep rummaging and I also pull out the tunic and hand it to the dragon.
Okay. She takes it.
You could like put it on for just walking purposes.
She's now holding a pile of clothes. I don't think she took the jacket from Max just because it's so big and she was already holding something.
It is a tent.
And she just kind of like tilts her head to the side and looks at you, Zan, when you tell her to do that.
You don't have to. It's fine.
No, please do. It's a bit distracting.
Why?
I mean, she's naked. Of course, it's distracting.
Oh, she is. Yeah, okay. And Cody like looks away.
It's okay. She takes the pile of clothes and she puts them on her head.
I don't know what to do now. You've got a person who just put a pile of clothes on her head. I regret starting this conversation.
It's great. It's going so many useful places.
Do we need to keep moving or?
Do you know how to put them on?
Maybe she doesn't want to.
Okay.
Oh, she's a nudist.
Here,
Great.
hold on to those. See if you can put them on. Guys, can I talk to you over here for a second?
Okay, the woman begins inspecting the clothes.
That was convenient. Sure.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna lead everyone like 10-ish feet away. It's not very far, but so what should we do? Because we're 5 hours away from Fell's Keep, and we have this geode. If we bring that back to the city, I imagine that the golems are just gonna follow us.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck up a lot of shit.
Yeah, that wouldn't be nice.
Well, I mean, we need to at least get back to the city because we need to join the daughters to have the freedom to move around. And this was our mission from the daughters, so...
Yeah, but they wanted us to, like, deal with it. And I feel like bringing it back and causing untold mayhem might not be dealing with it in quite the most helpful way.
Also, we don't know if the daughters are, like, cool with shapeshifters, unfortunately. Like, if we bring back this woman, like, we don't want to just leave her out here. Like, what are they going to say, you know?
Didn't Dragon Lady want us to bring it back to her family?
Yeah, she... I know where we have to take it.
Great.
Where?
Okay, I don't know, like, coordinates or something, but it's...
Oh. I'm sorry, I misunderstood the sentence. I know where we need to take it.
No, I think that was a pretty good read on it. It was just, you can know where.
It's hard to explain.
Oh?
Well, can you get us there?
I think so.
We should go there with the thing.
Okay, 2 options right now. So yeah, do we take the geode to this place, or do we go back to the city and talk to the daughters?
Do I have any sense of how far away the place is?
No.
Okay.
0 sense. It's like you saw a short video of it.
Yeah. It might be very far away, so I feel like we need to at least talk to the daughters before we go anywhere else. They might even be able to give us some like food or something for the way. If we're so worried about the geode, someone can stay outside of the city with it. I kind of want to talk to her, so maybe I guess I could stay back.
I guess my only concern is, and Erica opens up her spell menu, and it's like, I don't have any juice left. If we keep venturing on, then who knows when we're going to be able to, like, rest and get all this back. But if we bring the geode back to the daughters, or even if we just go back and tell them what happened, we have no idea how they're going to react. And we're going to lead at least 3 of those 50-foot golems back to the city.
That sounds bad.
We could sleep out here.
You know, hide under some rocks. Or, you know, cool cave. Or something. I mean, we can find something.
Survivalist, Zan.
We're fine.
Such a ranger.
I think we should stay out here for tonight. It's been a very long night. I'm not even sure that I am up for 5 hours of walking.
I mean, it's dawn. Can we afford to not move? That's my question. Erica, like, points the direction. You can still hear the golems coming.
Cody was looking back at the dome, and he's listening to see if he can hear anything coming from the dome.
Do a perception check.
8 + 4, 12.
Yes. The sounds of the rock golems are getting louder. So you intuit they're getting closer.
Hey, guys, they're getting closer, and I don't think they're going to stop if we go to the city.
Yeah, why don't we, like, have this conversation while we move in any direction away from that?
I like that.
Yeah.
Jasmin, you can still hear that lonely song emanating from the crystal, which is, I believe, in your bag.
Yeah.
All of you are actually finding it hard to focus on anything that isn't the crystal and how cool it would be to touch it.
Yeah. Does Max still have his enormous jacket out?
Sure.
Can I take the enormous jacket and, like, try and wrap it around my bag, like, well, over and over, just to see if it dampens it at all?
Yeah, okay, so you take the jacket and you wrap it around the crystal. It's like a very large jacket. It's like, it's got like a 12-foot wingspan on this jacket. And you wrap it around a couple times, but the sound does not change.
Cody's going to quickly walk over to our former dragon friend, kind of shielding his eyes, kind of looking at the ground as he walks up. It's like,
oh, as you walk over, yeah, you can see she's put the tunic on.
Oh, good.
She has wrapped the pants around her neck like a scarf.
Good.
Hello. Would you happen to know how to get to where your family is?
She tilts her head to the side.
Cody matches it.
She's not looking quite at you. She's just kind of like looking over your shoulder, but then she reaches out her hand towards you, just like palm up.
Cody just slowly reaches his hand out and just with like a couple fingers touches like the tips of her fingers.
Yeah, as soon as you make contact, you are airborne. You are 100 feet above the city. And as you're glancing over the buildings and streets as they pass beneath you, your eyes instinctively catch on the movement of a lizard darting down an alleyway. And then you pass over a tower of black glass. And from above, you can see that the top is adorned with 2 overlapping circles of clear glass. And you focus on that tower. And as you're flying over it, the wind is rushing past your face. You adjust your wings to catch another thermal, which propels you upwards away from the city. And as you glance back, you see the city of Fell's Keep. And then you're back in the growth. And the woman has pulled her hand back and she swipes at her nose a bit and her hand comes away bloody. She kind of sways where she's standing for a moment and then wipes it on the tunic.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't space, but she showed me, I think we went back to town, actually to the daughter's tower with the big moon glass.
Well, if she trusts the daughters, then I don't see why we shouldn't go back there.
All right.
If she can look like a person, we don't have to tell them that we're shifters.
Okay, but you're going to have to put on pants.
Yeah, as you glance over at this woman, she's standing on 2 feet, but she's kind of hunched over like she's not used to standing on 2 feet. And her skin is just rippling through a bunch of different textures.
Cody points at Zan. Look like her again. Y'all can be twins.
No,
okay.
No, I don't.
And the woman is gone, replaced by Zan with disheveled hair. This time the clothes that she's wearing are gone and she's wrapped in this big cloak. Her feet are bare. She looks dirty. She's got wild looking eyes that are glowing purple.
Huh?
Maybe we would be better off with something we can hide, like a hamster or something.
Yeah.
Does Hat want a friend? Is Hat okay?
That's fine.
Great.
I check on Hat. She's fine. Just gonna put that narrative out there. That's fine.
The not Zan points at the, I guess, big bundle of cloth where the geode is.
Mm-hmm.
Take the magic. It'll stop singing for a bit.
But that seemed like we got the juice warning.
She does not react to that. She's no concept of what your juice warning is.
That's fair.
I guess Jasmin will open the thing back up and touch it.
Are we sure that's a good idea?
I don't know. Okay.
If I pull out, put my bracers together again, am I getting that warning still about imminent juicing?
The warning is gone. And where the warning is, it says redirection of SPE overflow in progress.
Okay, so our bracelets seem to be doing something to the point where they're not overloaded anymore. And Erica's going to start just holding her wrists together and walking towards the geode.
A little bar underneath it starts filling up as you get closer.
Okay, Erica's going to touch it through the fabric.
Nothing changes.
So, does it look like a good bar or a bad bar?
Are you a good bar or a bad bar?
Make an insight check.
That is a 20.
Jesus Christ. It looks like a good bar.
Okay. I'm going to touch it. And so Erica starts pulling it apart to touch it. I don't know if anyone's going to stop me.
No, Jasmin was already doing that too, so she'll just help.
Cody's just in there big-eyed.
You pull back the layers of the jacket and you hear another roar from a golem again. And this time it's much closer.
Boy, we've been just sitting here for a while, huh?
And actually, Erica, as you're bent over this geode about to touch it, you look up and you see just a massive rock hand pull the canopy of one of the nearby trees back and expose this big hulking rock golem's body. And as you touch the geode, I need you to make an Arcana check.
That's a 5.
Great. Let me look at something real quick.
Eric's dead.
You cast Dissonant Whispers on this golem at 4th level.
Whoa.
So I need you to roll damage on this rock golem.
Okay.
So you'll see that Dissonant Whispers is a first level spell.
Right.
And it takes 3d6 damage. And then it says overpower plus 1d6. So you add a d6 for every level above that.
So 66.
I'm running out of D6.
Just roll him a couple times.
No.
Yeah.
I'm rolling all once. Okay. That is 25.
Just like the fear and adrenaline rush of looking at this golem, you look at it and what do you want to say to this golem?
Erica's going to look up, and everyone else just hears as a whisper, but the golem hears, "Can you not?"
And the golem cracks, and you watch as just a like giant chunk of its head falls off, and it staggers backwards, crashing through the trees and bushes behind it to land in a heap. A bunch of birds like fly out from where it landed.
I thought of fly out of the golem head. They were trapped.
It's filled with birds. The birds are free now.
It's two birds piloting this rock golem like a
Like a Jaeger?
like Pacific Rim. Yeah.
It's a Megazord.
All right. Yeah. Allison, you look down because you still have your like spell band open,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the little notification says SPE redirection complete, and you are now level 4.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
What did you do?
I told you this whole time I've been doing good stuff. I whispered monsters to kill them. But
You what?
I just leveled up when I touched this rock. I've got new powers and stuff. So I don't think we're gonna get juiced, but I do think we need to keep moving.
Okay.
I don't want to touch it.
We can touch it once. Fine. Just.
All right, fine. We'll walk it first. Go that way, and then I'll touch it later.
Great.
So I have next dibs. All right, walking.
Who's carrying the rock?
I am.
Yeah, Jasmin, as you pick it up and like bundle it up in your arms in this like just fucking enormous jacket. I cannot stress how big this jacket is. Max kind of trailing behind you. You look down at the geode, and can you make an investigation check for me?
That would be 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay, so this geode, it's like, I think it's like the size of a basketball.
Yeah.
And it's like a fragment of what looks like a larger geode. It is glowing a little bit. And in the crystal part, you can see a swirling nebula awash with glittering stars. The rock on the outside shell of the geode is like light gray and rough, but whatever this crystal is made of looks like deeper than it physically is. And with that good of a roll, you realize that it is like less vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
It is dimmer than when you first saw it on the woodwoad's head, and less vibrant than when you touched it.
All right. Maybe we should all touch it then. If we have to take the magic.
Dan's already touching it.
But,
Okay, Zan, go ahead and touch it.
As soon as you said that.
You guys have been walking for a couple minutes, but you're all walking extremely slowly. You are all very tired. Like, it's a lot of dragging your feet.
Mm-hmm.
And behind you, you can hear what sounds like another rock golem has caught up to you. So, Zan, as you touch it, make an Arcana check.
An Arcana check. It's a 14.
You turn around to look at this golem that is like picking its way through the trees. You have cast Ensnaring Strike at 4th level. You watch as the branches and bushes and vines around this golem's legs start grabbing onto it and kind of like pulling it down into the ground. And you feel your right hand that isn't touching the geode start to like itch and tingle, and you look over and you have summoned your longbow.
I'm going to shoot it.
Great. All right. You pull back on the bow and an arrow appears. It is larger and more ornate than any of the ones you have summoned before. And as you let it loose, it flies straight into the heart of this golem creature. And you have cast Ensnaring Strike at 4th level, so you can roll damage from that and also from your attack, which hit.
Great. 13 piercing damage from the Ensnaring Strike and 9 more piercing damage.
You all watch as this glittering arrow is loosed from Zan's bow and it pulls the weight of the energy from this geode away from you, slams into this giant rock golem. The vines and branches that have been pulling it into the ground are like now slicing through it, pulling the boulders apart, which go tumbling to the ground. And as the arrow hits it, the largest boulder in the center just shatters.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fuck off. That was cool.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's next?
We're all incredibly chill about what's been happening.
Yeah.
We're just really exhausted.
Yeah.
You are all extremely exhausted.
I think we've reached that point where it's just like everything is so fucking weird that this is just like, okay, why not? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in the past hour, we have fought a centaur wood. Max has gotten giant. Like, we're just like taking it as it comes. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if I started freaking out about this, then like I'm gonna have to lower my standards, and I can't do that because then I'll be freaking out about everything all the time.
Yeah. Jasmin will just like take it back and like continue run hobbling. Just be like, okay, let's hope that was the last one. Maybe.
Now there's probably like one more.
Oh, that would be just about what would happen, huh?
Yeah, I don't want another one. Let's get going.
Seems about right.
Just narratively speaking.
Wait, has Cody touched it yet?
No, he has not.
If you all want to keep running, I'm going to need you all to take a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 19 for Cody.
7.
It's a 5.
8.
It's an 18 for Max.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy strong.
If you got less than a 10, you take a point of exhaustion. So you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Fun.
Yeah.
You are extremely tired. You're a little cranky.
It's my secret, Cap.
The first time Max sees somebody in front of him stumble, he's just gonna, it's probably Jasmin. Max is just gonna pick her up and carry her.
Okay. On your shoulder.
Or like a baby.
However she wants. Princess, fireman, whatever.
Piggyback.
Piggyback's good.
I don't know that piggyback is possible with her skirt, but
And the like huge like 50-pound crystal she's carrying.
yeah. Okay. Cody, here. Hence the geode off.
What?
Okay, you drop it in his arms.
And Cody catches it. It's like, what? And then
That thing's like half Cody's body weight.
Yeah. Cody, make a strength saving throw.
Oh, good.
perfect. That is a 19 minus 2. A 17.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Strong boy.
All right. Yeah, you fumble for a second, but you are holding this geode wrapped in a giant coat.
Oh! Ah! What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Ah!
You just hold it. We're walk, just like carry it.
Okay. And so he's kind of like bow-legged walking as fast as he can, carrying this very heavy thing.
Yeah, you all try to keep walking. You make it probably another like hour or so, and then you hear more crashing in the growth behind you that sounds like it's getting closer.
What is the dragon lady doing in all of this?
She's just like following your group. She has turned back into a dragon and is just like kind of limping a little bit, but following along behind your group.
Are my pants and tunic just like gone? Goodbye.
You don't know where they are.
Okay, cool.
They're hers now.
It's getting closer.
Cody,
What?
maybe you should touch it too.
As you're saying this, one of the trees behind you bends and snaps and just like
All right, touch it now.
tumbles to the ground.
Cody's doing like the fastest look back and forth between the two things. He's like, here we go, and just puts his hand on it. It's like,
Okay, make an Arcana check.
That's a 14 plus 3, a 17.
Nice. You can pick one of your spells to cast.
Cody just makes the golem light up.
Light becomes supernova.
Like, I thought sleep would be kind of funny. Just knock it out.
You sleep so hard you die.
That's me every night.
I think Cody goes with his favorite Cody Mon, his best pal Spunk, and Burning Hands takes off.
I was worried it was going to be Chalama again.
Would have been bad.
You have cast Burning Hands at 4th level.
30 points of damage.
Yeah, as Cody lifts one hand off of the geode and points it towards these rock golems, almost kind of like bracing himself against just like the enormity of this creature. You see the first rock golem has actually like bent down and is like pushing the trees into the ground, and beyond it is a second one, like also right on its heels, ready to come and crush your party into the ground. And then from his hand comes a skunk, a red, vibrant, crystal clear skunk that turns, lifts its tail, and just fucking unleashes a just massive, burning, searing cone of flames.
Oh, God.
Spunk, you're doing so good!
You all have to like shield your faces from the heat and the light of this giant cone of flame. It tears through a good like 30 feet of trees and brush along the ground, and you, squinting, see that these rock golems, all of the vines and plants and moss that are holding the boulders together, have just been incinerated. And with those gone, the boulders clump, clump, plump, 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 like just fall to the ground.
I am terrified to ask if there's a smell associated with spunk.
Oh, no.
Okay, good, because I think we would have all died.
Smells like campfire.
Doesn't shoot stink, shoots fire.
It's spunk, not stunk.
Sounds like a rough gastrointestinal sort of situation.
No. Oh, what? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, that was...
Cody looks at his hands. He's just like, oh, that's a cool rock.
You all hear a little chime from Jasmin's backpack. Bing bong.
Oh, is it the thingy?
I'll dig in, which is probably very awkward considering I'm still being carried. And like, take it out.
Yeah, you pull out the smooth metal black box that you got from Castor, and that little blue light is blinking in the corner.
You have one new message.
I touched the light, yes.
It says, "You have one new message." And it says, "Message 1. Congratulations. You are now level 4. Your SPEL proprietary wristbands have been updated to reflect your increased compatibility with sympathetic parallel energy." And the light turns off.
That gets more sinister every time I hear it, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe we're being turned into some sort of creepy monsters or something, and I don't like that very much.
But not juice. Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear more golems approaching?
Yes.
That is a 19.
Oh, yeah. You might have been exhausted.
It would have still been a 16.
Great. No more big crashing noises. You actually stand there and just kind of like listen to the forest for a little bit. Everything sounds way more chill than it used to be. Like while you're standing there, you also notice that like the hair on the back of your arms is no longer standing on end. You no longer feel this like intense pull towards the geode.
I think they're done. I don't know if anything else is going to come after us. So I think we can take a minute to breathe.
Can we take like a bunch of minutes to sleep?
I mean, we could try. I think that should be a lookout type situation.
Cody no longer scared of the the geode, he's gonna look at it and see if he can figure out how much time they have.
Ooh, yeah. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. That's an 8 + 3 and 11.
Okay. So inside the crystal part of this geode, you can still see like some shifting colors. It is no longer glowing, just like at all. And you can see like maybe like what looks like faint little twinkling stars. And you just kind of like sit on the ground with it. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
And watch it for a little bit. And it doesn't seem to be getting brighter, like noticeably.
I don't think it's gonna call for anything anytime soon.
Max, can you put me down?
Yeah, sure.
How did you actually want to be carried? Did like in the arms, on the back? I don't.
It's like fireman.
just thrown over my shoulder. Okay. So I assume you're skinny enough that I can like palm your whole waist.
Yes.
So I'll grab you from my shoulder and put you down on the ground.
I'm imagining you just like shrugging forward, just like.
Well, right. I'll walk over and sit next to Cody. Can I still hear the music coming from it, or is it gone?
If you're like very quiet and listen, you can like really, really faintly hear the tune from it. But it is no longer like calling you. You no longer feel like overwhelmed by sadness from this thing. Though you do still feel like affection for it.
Yeah.
Like you want to protect it. But yeah, it seems quiet.
I think we're safe. Yeah. It seems fine now.
Can I look around to look for a good place to set up camp?
Yeah, make a survival check at disadvantage, I believe.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Yeah, you find like a little clearing in the forest. You can like put your backs up against some like rocks that weren't part of this like rock golem thing, because you're still a little wary of that.
Yes.
But you'll at least be like sheltered on one side.
So we shall sleep on the corpses of our enemies. That would be fine. All right, I'm just gonna like sit down next to one of these non-golemy rocks and just like sit down real hard and rest up against it.
Yeah, Erica's gonna look up at Max and be like, you seem to have the height and energy advantage right now. Would you mind keeping watch first?
You got it, Chief.
Yeah, you're like basically a tower at the moment.
Yeah, Max will just take like 10 large steps away from the group and just sit down really heavily out in the middle of the clearing.
Wait, come back. Where he
He's gone.
Shit.
10 large steps
great.
is like 40 feet.
You take 10 large steps, he turns around, realizes he can't see the group anymore, take 5 large steps back, and there we go. Can you roll just a perception check at advantage, because you are very big.
Don't even need to roll a second time. First one's a 20.
Woo! Nice. All right. Yeah, you got this clearing on lock. If anything shows up, you're going to squish it with your big hand. The rest of you can start to take a long rest.
As we start laying down, Cody's going to kind of, since he had the rock, he's going to kind of just set it down next to him as he goes to sleep, and water's going to run over and just kind of try to touch the rock and see if anything happens to her.
Yeah, she goes over and she touches it. It doesn't seem to do anything, but she seems like enchanted by how shiny it is. She tries to bite it. Nothing happens.
Probably like a little forlorn when nothing magical happens to her, and kind of just walks over and then curls up next to Cody.
Erica is laying down on the ground on her stomach, and she just kind of like rolls over and touches her wrists together and hits spell of rest and is like, yeah, everybody feel better. Woo. And just like goes to sleep.
Nice.
I'm worried about Max not getting sleep.
I assume I can wake one of you in like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Someone else can take over.
Yeah, you wake me for the second round.
Okay.
Yeah, you all kind of like lay down and go to sleep. The dragon actually comes over and nestles up next to water and like curls up into a little ball. She kind of like stomps her feet in a circle a few times, like a dog trying to curl up in a good little bun. She goes to sleep.
I think Jasmin falls asleep like night instantly.
Yeah. Jasmin basically just passes right out. Yeah, you all take a long rest starting at dawn, or about an hour after dawn. Max, your watch passes uneventfully, although at some point you do go, whoom, and you're regular size Max again.
No.
You look over, and I guess your bomber jacket that was under the crystal also goes like, whoop, is normal sized. I don't know how this potion affected your clothes, but there it goes. And then, after like a couple hours, you go wake up Zan, who can take over the watch. I'm going to, just for brevity's sake, say that you take a watch. It's also fine.
Great.
Then maybe like Erica takes a watch and it's also fine. Then you all wake up. The sun is somewhere overhead.
Sun's probably somewhere up there, yeah.
You're guessing like early afternoon. The two suns are visible behind some clouds, but you feel rested. You have all taken a long rest. So you are at full health. You have your spell slots and your point of exhaustion is gone. So don't worry about that anymore.
Woo.
What would you like to do today?
We thought we'd just sit here for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, just chill.
Get some card game going.
Read a book.
Climb some trees.
Jasmin will probably just cast Goodberry for breakfast and give those out.
Oh, nice. You're all very hungry, so
Yes.
gobble up some berries.
Oh, thanks, Jasmin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feed Hat, okay?
Yay!
Feed Hat. That's fine.
I offer a berry to the dragon.
Yeah, she opens her mouth and you drop it in there. She swallows it and then goes and spits it back out. And she walks over to one of the like bushes near the clearing and just starts like chomping on some twigs.
Oh,
Okay.
do you eat trees?
Cody pulls out his notebook with this piece of paper with facts I know about dragons, and he reads out the sentence again. Dragons eat trees, wood, and plants.
Oh,
Yeah.
but a berry is a plant, isn't it?
It wasn't the right kind of plant.
Apparently this dragon prefers trees.
Okay.
Okay, we are going back to Fell's Keep. Do we want to send a group of us in to report back? Maybe without the dragon and the geode? I'm just afraid of getting us into a situation where, I don't know.
Well, she seems to know how to be in the city and how to hide.
Yeah.
Like, she came and got me.
Also, she knows what she's doing. Like, you know, we can bring this stuff inside. We don't really know what we're doing with it or where it's supposed to go.
She is also like a person and can make her own decisions.
For sure. But we also, I feel like, have to put the needs of our party before hers. Because I don't want to get us into a dangerous situation when really we know very little about this person. Probably even less than we know about the daughters.
Okay.
Well, we can ask her if she wants to stay behind, but if she doesn't, I don't know that we can force that. Or should.
You look over. The dragon has like a big stick and it's going like crunch, 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 crunch.
I mean, we can wait until we get to the edge of the growth. Just at least take her that far. And then we can ask her if she wants to keep going.
Yeah, that's fine. Are we going to tell the daughters everything?
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, I feel like Daughter Ash knows a lot more than we do about this. And I'm worried that if we try lying about it, we're going to get another lecture about how bad we are at lying.
My only concern is we don't know how they feel about shapeshifters. The only information we have so far is that this world is not cool with that.
Can we leave that out?
Yes, please.
Yeah, found a cool dragon.
Found a cool dragon. Dragon seems to like thing, but it's just a dragon. Just a little dragon.
The dragons are plenty magical on their own, I figure.
Okay.
I don't know.
If we can keep it out, I would really like to keep it out, please.
I like the idea that if the dragon shapeshifts, you all have to be like, whoa! What? What?
Have you been able to do that the whole time?
News to me.
And you didn't tell us? Great.
Yeah, you all pick up your stuff and hike back to Fell's Keep. It takes you another couple hours, and you have made it back to the burn ring around the city. The suns are hanging lower in the sky, dipping towards evening. And from where you come out of the woods, you can see the south gate. It doesn't seem like there's much activity over there, though like further out, like down the wall, you can see the east gate, and it looks like there's like more people clumped over there. You can see some people in gold uniforms. You actually see a dragon over there, like a large one the size of Beck, the dragon that you rode to Fell's Keep, though this one is bright red. And then you actually see one of those groups of people clustered at the walls. They're doing something, and then a giant chunk of stone just like erupts out of the ground, levitates up, and then slides into place to fill in a missing section of the east wall.
Earthbenders.
You're all thinking earthbenders.
Okay.
That's cool.
Cody's going to walk over to the dragon. So you came and got me and helped me get me back to my friends, which I really appreciate, even though you put a spell on me, which was not cool, but we'll let that slide for now. You showed me the tower. Do you want to go with us to the tower?
The dragon lets out a little like chirp and like nods its head.
I think it wants to go.
Okay. Well, let's go.
All right, but try not to give us away, little dragon.
Sure.
I'll take her if she's okay with it.
Yeah, you can bend down and pick her up.
Yeah.
She's a chonky girl.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to the south gate?
Probably, yeah.
Whichever one we left from.
Is that the one with Jerry?
That was the one where you saw Jerry. Though as you get closer, you can see that Jerry's not there. There's just like 2 other city guards.
Damn it.
This is the worst day in Fell's Keep.
What happened to Jerry? Is he okay?
Oliver killed Jerry off screen.
I did.
No!
He just died in a hole alone,
No.
making puns.
No, Jerry.
Yeah, as you get closer, you see these like just like 2 city guards chilling in their like gray uniforms. They kind of just like wave at you as you get up to the gate and go back to talking to each other.
Walk on through.
It's totally normal.
Are you heading to the daughter's tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, hello, and welcome to Dice Disasters. This is the part of the show where we stop pretending to be other people and start pretending to be ourselves. I'm Alan, and with me today, I have Allison and Oliver. Hello!
Hi.
Hello, adventurers. Welcome to the mid-roll.
This isn't the part of the show where you have to do voices. You're free.
No, this is my regular voice.
This is Oliver all the time.
You're giving away the truth.
I'm a goblin.
Playing with Oliver. We're just in Minecraft, just chipping away, and Oliver's, oh, I found diamonds.
I'm a prospector of video games. Hey, it's Pride.
It is Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Pride was a riot. Defund the police. Black Lives Matter. Woo.
Yeah, the world is still a messed up place, so we are still continuing our support for the Black Lives Matter movement and everything going on.
Keep signing petitions. Keep showing up for things. Keep being safe. Wear masks. All that sort of thing. But yeah, just keep making a difference where you can.
This is also a good time to remind our white and non-Black listeners that if there are like people close to you, like your friends or family who have some opinions that are anti-Black Lives Matter, that you can talk to them and they'll probably listen to you at least a little bit.
Yeah, every little bit of reaching out and trying to help talk about your thoughts on the matter, helping people along the way and educate them on what's going on, every little bit helps. Like, you never know what kind word of explanation you give or forceful rebuttal of their view will actually finally stick in someone's head. So keep working at it, make a difference in every way you can.
Educating yourself is also part of that. So keep listening and boosting voices of people of color and Black and Indigenous people.
We're also going to include a link to a resource that continuously updates to link to different petitions or charities that need donations right now. It is blacklivesmatter.carrd.co. Hopefully this will be continuously updated with new information about where your support can have the most impact.
And we'll include that link in the description of this episode as well, if that makes it easy for you to find.
Yeah, we got a little bit of housekeeping before you get back to the show. We have a couple characters, NPCs, that I named after some listeners. Later on in this episode, you will meet a character named Brandon, who is named after two of our listeners, both named Brandon, at Theodore8 on Twitter and at King of Kamar Book on Instagram stories, who both shared the show and are both named Brandon. So they have been combined into one NPC, 2 arms each.
That second Brandon has been especially active on our Instagram. And we just really appreciate your support and all your kind words.
Yeah, we love you, Brandon. And we love your name twin, also named Brandon. We also will have an NPC who is mentioned by name in this episode, but doesn't show up until some point in the future. And their name is Spencer. And this was from Sparrow Sprite, who left us an Apple Podcast review. This NPC has actually been named Spencer for a long time, but you just haven't run into them. So...
Yeah, you three specifically, but also everyone else who's been talking to us on social media, sharing the show, reviewing. We thank you so much for your support. It makes our day every time we see someone interact with the podcast, and it just helps us grow immensely.
Yeah, it is really the only way that we're growing right now is through shares and through reviews and that sort of stuff. So everything you guys are doing is making such a huge difference to us, and we just appreciate it so much. So thank you.
And so before we get back to the episode, we're going to make sure you know where to find us online. Our website is dicedisasters.com. Our Twitter is @dicedisasters. Our Instagram is dice.disasters.
Also, Talia has been doing some amazing work over on Tumblr. You can go to dicedisasters.tumblr.com to get our memes from the tumbles.
There's a drawing that I did of a wood on there, so go check that out there. You can also find that in our Discord. Come hang out with us. We're here to support each other and love each other, and yeah, have a good time.
Speaking of having a good time, let's get back to the episode. Hope you enjoy.
Bye.
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 Yeah, as you walk into the city, you can see that things seem a little in disarray. You're very far from where the attack took place, so it doesn't seem like the people here had their houses smushed or anything like that. But you see some shops that are closed that maybe you thought would be open and stuff like that. People are still recovering. And as you make your way through the town, you round a corner and see the Tower of the Twin Moons. Standing on the lawn surrounding the tower, you see 3 large figures clad in gold armor. They are facing out from the tower and seem to be just casually talking to each other. One of them lets out a laugh.
Do we recognize any of them?
No, you don't.
These are obviously you said they were Crown Guard or something?
Queen's Guard. Yes. The Queen's Guard have all been wearing gold armor.
Okay.
And you have been told that they wear gold armor. So yeah, these look like 3 of the Queen's Guard.
We make for the entrance of the tower.
As you get a little bit closer, you can see that the entrance to the tower isn't there. The front of the tower is just smooth black glass.
Didn't there used to be a door there?
Yeah, there definitely used to.
We knock on the smooth black glass.
Okay, yeah. As you get a little closer, as you make your way onto the lawn, one of the guards comes over and he's like, "Oh, hey there. Just wanted to let you know that this area's off limits. There's a ongoing investigation. My name's Brandon. He, him. Nice to meet you. We're just working on some of the, figuring out stuff about what's going on."
Why are you investigating the daughters?
He's this large, muscular man with gray skin. He's got 4 arms, and he actually takes 2 of them on one side and kind of scratches at the back of his head. And he's like, well, I'm not really supposed to, discuss details with the public. We don't want to spread rumors that people might turn into things that they're not, how things spread. we could end up saying something and someone goes off and then later, like, their name has been slandered even though they were innocent. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, listen, we've got a pre-existing appointment with one of the daughter Ash. It's real important that we get in there and have a talk.
Your name's Brandon, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Erica, she, her.
Hey, Erica.
I totally respect that. We are just contractors in this situation, and we're just trying to get paid. Can you give me any more information than that? And I'm trying to persuade him.
Okay, yeah, roll a persuasion check.
Is there any way I could help?
Yes, you can help. You can give her advantage, or you can also roll.
You roll.
Sand puffs out her chest a little.
That's a 16.
Brandon kind of scratches his head and looks over at the other two guards who are talking to each other and don't seem to be paying you all much attention. And he says, okay, well, you didn't hear it from me, but I believe the young woman goes by Ash is down at the keep for questioning. I think one of the other affiliates with this temple is in the city healer's office, also at the keep. I don't know if they'll let you in to talk to them, but yeah, this area, the whole weird glass temple just closed up. So we haven't been able to get in. We're just kind of guarding it. Sorry to hear you won't get paid. That's about all I can offer you.
Do you know if there's anyone from the daughters that we could, find and talk to about whether we should, keep trying to get paid or go somewhere else for that?
As far as I know, all of the daughters have been taken in for questioning. So,
all right.
Great. Thank you so much.
Cool.
But if there's any more wandering around, just send them down to the keep so we can, question them too.
Definitely gonna do that.
Wait, why didn't they help?
I'm sorry. I'm not that high up, so I don't know what's the details.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. We're just gonna we're all right, we'll be on our way.
Yeah.
Okay, bye Erica. It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Brandon.
Cody quickly tugs on Jasmine's shirt. He's like, I kind of want to see more of the tower because they won't let us see it.
Yeah, but we can't get close with them here.
I think I can if you'll watch me.
What do you want to do?
What is
and Cody kind of runs over into an alley nearby and kind of beckons the group or Jasmine.
I'll come along.
All of us?
Yeah, we all slip into this alley.
Just make sure I'm safe.
Wait, can you give us any more information before you do whatever wild thing you're about to do?
oh, sorry. I didn't tell you. I forgot. I'm gonna put my eyes in water and gonna go run around the tower as water.
Is that healthy?
Cody pulls his eyeballs out of his head.
No, we said no squickies.
And he plops them right on,
Feeds them to water.
inserts them into Water's mouth. They squiggle around.
That's not how it works. No.
I mean, that's what I was reading the thing in my. I think I can. Should I do this?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with you going alone. I can come with you.
No, no, Water's just going. I'm staying here. You just have to make sure my human person.
Yeah, but
I won't be able to see. I'll be in water.
All right, but you get back into Cody if you're in any trouble. Water can fend for herself.
Okay.
Should I come with Water?
No, just stay here.
That seems like a bad idea at the moment, considering we were just next to a bunch of crown guards who were all like, stuff could be turning into other stuff, and that'd be bad.
Okay. I won't do it if you don't think I should.
No. I don't think Jasmin should go with you.
Oh, gotcha.
You do your thing.
Yeah, okay.
We'll keep you safe.
And so Cody, he shifts his senses into the familiar.
Yeah. So you all watch as Cody's eyes go blank. He kind of gets a 1,000-yard stare with his hand holding onto Jasmine's forearm. And Cody, you can now see the shins of your party. You are very close to the ground with your cute little fluffy blue otter body.
Well, it looks like its eyes are still in there, so that's not what that meant.
He gets a little distracted and does a little dance, like just kind of hops around because he's not been this small or agile in his whole life. And then he remembers that he's supposed to be doing something, and then he runs off and kind of does a circle around the tower, just trying to investigate, see if there's anything he can notice out of the ordinary besides no doors.
Don't do anything stupid.
You hear Zan yell, "Don't do it!" And that's all you hear.
Yep.
Make a perception check.
As a 16 plus 4, 20.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Just kind of like doing a perimeter around the tower. You see that there are 2 other guards posted around, like in kind of like a rough triangle shape, like surrounding the tower. Looks like all of the like entrances at ground level have been sealed over. It's just like very slightly translucent, but like mostly opaque black glass. But as you make it around to the far side and look up, you notice that there is a window open near the top of the tower, maybe like 2.5 stories up. It's open by like a foot or so. And as you look up, you see movement through that window. And it looks like there might be someone inside.
Cody's human face like wakes back up and he blinks a little bit as he's come back to his self. He goes, so the guards are right, that all the doors on the bottom are closed up, but there's a window open and there's somebody inside on the other side.
Is there a way to get to that window?
It's a little high up. I mean,
How high up was it, Oliver?
I'd say like between like 20 and 25 feet up, like smooth black glass.
Oh, okay, like high up.
Maybe a 3rd story window.
No buildings near it?
No, the entire tower is surrounded by this like lawn.
Okay.
yeah, I mean that somebody's in there.
So we could try to get someone in there to kind of get some information. I feel like all of us are definitely not going to be able to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering.
I think I can get in.
How? Erica whispers.
Jasmin kind of like clicks her wrists together and browses through the animals she can turn into and like points at the spider.
You see a 3D, like slowly rotating model of a spider that's like 2 feet long, just crackling with blue electricity. You recognize it as the baby arachnovolts you fought in the growth a few days ago.
I have a lot of concerns about that plan. Like at least 4 or 5.
Yeah. In terms of being caught and probably murdered, I mean,
these are the spiders that they fight. Either you go back in there as a spider and they go, oh, it's a big scary spider, let's stab it. Or you go back in as a spider and then you go back into a human and they're like, oh, it's a scary person who shapeshifts, let's stab it. Like, I feel like there aren't good options here.
It's not that big.
Zan points at the flow chart she's drawn where all options are pointing to the box labeled stab it.
Stab.
Right. Okay. Point taken.
we could go to the keep and just like wait outside, or maybe it would be easier to sneak into there or at least sneak out. We could go talk to Tallulah and see what happened while we left.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Of course you want to go see Tallulah.
Damn.
Doesn't everyone want to see Tallulah?
That's true. She's nice.
That's a good idea.
Great, let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's go see Tallulah.
All right. Yeah. You make your way through the city and you make it to the ragtag. As you're like walking down the side street that leads to it, you see that the cafe below the hostel has its door closed. And as you get closer, you see there's a sign in the window. Erica, you can read this sign, which seems to be just like a piece of paper with a handwritten message written on it. And it says closed indefinitely.
Okay, so
I'm gonna knock on the door though. That seems like a...
yeah, wasn't there like a bell that she told us we could ring?
She did. There is a cord kind of hanging down. And as you reach out and tug on it, you hear a bell ringing. It looks like it's like maybe on the second story next to one of the windows. And then you wait there for a little bit. No answer.
I hope no one left anything in our hostel.
I'm gonna throw one of the smaller rocks that I still have in my bag at the window where in one of the windows upstairs.
You toss a rock up, it clatters against the window. You wait a little bit longer. Nothing.
Okay, so our options are dwindling. We could go to the keep, which, in terms of how much we fit in, is a little terrifying.
Yeah.
I do have a dumb idea.
Oh.
That's usually Max's job.
He's so mean to Max.
But I don't have the second half to the idea.
Is it dumber than spider time?
Maybe, but maybe not. Max, what? You're like a jock boy, right?
Sure. I have played a sport.
Okay, but what sport?
I have a couple of them. Mostly football.
Football. Okay. Are you like a throw boy or a tackle boy? I don't know the terms. Look at me. I don't know a thing about a sport.
I've been a throw boy for the last couple of years, but before that I was a tackle boy.
Okay. What if Max threw me inside the tower?
What?
You're not big, but you're not like a ball.
Okay, but and then Erica shows her mimic ring with the little teeth.
Oh my god.
I could become a ball, but the problem is I can only do it for 10 minutes and I can only do it once. So once I get in there, I have no plan of how I can get out.
You just told me that if they find something that becomes a person, they will stab it?
Okay, but they would stab you as a spider. That's for sure. If you are a spider and they see you, they'll be like, bah, bah, bah. But if they see football, they may be like, this is weird.
That ends the sentence.
And then just roll away. Because that's the thing. If Max misses and I just fall into the middle of this lawn that we're not allowed to access.
Oh, hey, Karensgard, I was just playing catch with my friend. Let me go get this ball.
Yeah, can you help us out? Throw it back.
Toss it, bro.
But then I'm inside. So should we go to the keep? Or
I don't want to go to a castle where they're keeping our friends prisoner. That seems like a bad idea. I have to admit, this also seems like a very bad idea, though.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's go. It's throw our friend to the tower. What's the worst that could happen?
Worst case, I'm stuck there overnight. Tomorrow, turn me back into a football, and hopefully the daughters are still our friend. They can just throw us back.
Whoever's in there can just throw you out the window.
Great. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay. You turn away from the ragtag. As you're walking down the street, you see Clarence, that old man who got you to rescue Peanut, is sitting on his balcony with Peanut in his lap, just scratching. Remember, Peanut was the black short-haired goblin with ivy on her back. They're just hanging out. This is just a little flavor.
Wait, there's a real Peanut?
I know, I am now realizing that the dragon was mimicking Peanut and had not been Peanut the whole time, which was what my first instinct was.
As Max and Zan have a little existential, moment, you make it back to the lawn around the Tower of the Twin Moons. And as you walk up, you realize there's actually a couple more guards than were there before. And you see walking up towards the guards who are posted outside the tower are two more with daughter Ash between them. She's clad in her black daughter's uniform. Her hands are bound together by gold manacles in front of her, and she isn't wearing any of the necklaces that are normally piled around her neck. She looks pretty rough, and she stumbles a bit as she walks. The guard to her left reaches out to help her back up, but she shrugs him off and gets up on her own. The guards lead her up to the front of the tower, and they're pointing at it and talking to her, but you can't hear what they're saying because you're too far.
Is the window on the other side of the tower?
Yes, it is. It is on the complete other side.
Great. While they're doing that, let's just try to...
I'd like to stay on this side and keep an eye on Ash.
Yeah, I'll stay here with Jasmin. That way we can also make a big noise, or I can make a big noise. Can you make big noises? If they need to be distracted. I don't think I've ever heard you be loud.
I can make some big noises.
All right, great.
Let's go, boys.
Cody is going to go with Erica and Max. Hey, Water, you stay here.
Smart. She like sits on Zan's foot.
Hey.
She moves over, so she's sitting next to your foot.
All right.
Max, Erica, and Cody, you make your way. You kind of like scoot around like a block and then circle back, so it's not like obvious that you're circling around, but you end up behind the tower. You can see this window open. It's actually kind of hard to see because it's like just like a dark room compared to black glass, but yeah, you spot it with Cody's help. It is about 20 feet, 25 feet above the ground.
Okay. Max, how confident do you feel about throwing a football from here to into that? Because unless you get them to throw it back, it's really one shot. And then they'll be like, why is this person continually throwing a football at this tower? So how confident do you feel in that?
1, how big is the window? And 2, how far is it from the edge of the lawn to the tower?
It's probably like a foot by a foot.
Okay.
And the lawn is about 40 feet.
1 by 1 is going to be tight, but 40 long and 20 up. That's not a far throw. It's just accuracy.
Yeah.
Erica's scrolling through her spell menu and says, do you think some cat's grace or bull strength would help you more?
This is going to be a dex roll.
Okay, so...
Oh, fuck, I was hoping it was going to be athletics.
No, actually, yeah, it can be athletics.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then strength.
Yeah, it's kind of a shitty window, huh?
So Erica's going to select bull strength, and while she's also casting that, she's also going to use a point of bardic inspiration on Max, and is going to touch his shoulder and be like, Red Bull gives you wings, man. This is your time to shine. It's the last 5 minutes of the quarter, and you gotta get the goal, okay, bud? And also, please don't throw me past the tower. That will suck for me. I don't know if I'll take a lot of damage from that. So you got this.
Oliver hasn't mentioned it, but there's a lot of lava pits on the other side of the tower.
So you have bardic inspiration, and you also have advance dexterity check.
Advantage.
That's what I meant. It's an advanced.
You have an advance on your athletics.
There we go. Yeah, because I gave you Bull's strength because of Red Bull, right? Yeah, cool. We got it.
Hey, once you're in there and you're back to a human, you're okay. In a couple minutes, come to the window and I can send you a message and I can make sure you're okay. Because if you're not, we got to do something.
Okay.
If you don't come to the window, we're gonna not think you're okay.
If my human face doesn't show up within 10 minutes after you've thrown me,
okay,
then I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm in trouble.
Okay.
So Erica squeezes her little mimic ring, and all of a sudden on the ground there is a football.
Yeah, you hear a little pop,
and it's okay. Actually, give me a football person.
What?
Give me a famous quarterback.
Tiger Woods.
Drew Brees, New Orleans.
Drew Brees.
Okay, this football appears on the ground, and it's inexplicably signed by Drew Brees. Mint condition, otherwise. And Erica's just gone. There's just a football there.
All right.
God, Max is going to feel so bad about throwing this football.
He picks it up with his fingertips.
He's like, oh man, Drew Brees.
All right. Tell me what happens next, boys.
I'm just gonna check at the window, I guess. There's nothing else we can do.
Don't fuck up.
Roll your athletics check at advantage.
17 plus 6.
Jesus. All right. Cody, you take a step back and you watch Max palm this football and just hold it up to the light for a moment. You bask in the glory of the sport ball. And then he pulls it back to his shoulder, takes repositions his legs, steps forward, arcs, throws, it goes sailing through the air. Perfect spiral right through the window. Dum, dum, dum.
Okay, I want to know what can.
We have to determine some things about the mimic ring, I think.
Yeah.
Can you see or feel?
Can I scream? What do I experience?
I think you are a football. So you have the experience of being thrown really good, and it's awesome. You're like, yeah, I'm a sport ball. And then you thud into, I don't know, smooth stone tiles. Thump, 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 thump. And you bounce a little bit. You bounce in the weird way that footballs do, where you think it's going to go one way, but it goes the other because it's a fucking weird ass shape. And then everything goes still and you feel calm and complete, like you have done a good football time in the ball form.
What does Max do when he realizes he nailed it?
Max just does a single crisp dab.
Beautiful.
And Cody's like in his best pretending to know how the sports words go. Cool throw, bro. give him the thumbs up.
Okay, great. I'm going to say, as a ball, groundbreaking D&D content right here, you know you have landed somewhere. I don't think you can see or hear, but you know that you have landed and you are still. You are not moving.
Okay, so I am going to turn back into Erica.
All right, there's a little pop. And then, Erica, you are laying on your back on a smooth stone floor. There are some bunk beds in this room. And as you look around, you see that on the top bunk, there is a blanket pulled over somebody who is shaking a little bit.
Oh. Can I see if, I feel like I'm in any kind of danger?
Yeah, make an insight check.
15.
Yeah, you look around the rest of the room, it's empty. The door to this room is like a stone door, and there is a dresser pushed up against it from the inside. And you get a sense that the person hiding under their blankets on the top bunk is more scared of you than you should be of them.
Okay, Erica is going to run to the window and just give 2 thumbs up, in the 1 foot by 1 foot window.
Yeah. It's actually a bigger window, but it's only open a foot by a foot.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay, good. I was picturing just the worst window.
As to the tiny ass window.
It's completely useless.
I was thinking it was an actual castle window that was just very small.
For archers.
Oh, it's like an arrow slit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to give 2 thumbs up.
Max and Cody, you see Erica do the thumbs up. She looks safe.
And then I'm going to say, hey, it's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. I am a friend.
The little bundle of blankets flips up the blanket at one end and a face peeks out and you see that it's Jack. And she's like, Erica?
Hi.
How did you get in here?
I came through the window. It's fine.
She jumps down and gives you a big hug and is just like, oh my God.
It's okay. And Erica gives her a little bit of a hug, but is a little bit uncomfortable and is like, it's okay. What's going on? What happened?
They arrested daughter Ash after she came back from the battle on the North Gate. She went straight to her office and said she needed to finish working on something quickly, and she didn't go to bed. She just worked all night, and I brought her cookies, and then in the morning I checked on her and she was still working, and then this afternoon she went out to get more supplies, and as soon as she went outside, the Queen's Guard, they and she's just crying and is very flustered.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Do you know why they took her? Because we talked to somebody outside, and they said that possibly the daughters had something to do with the attacks on the city. Now, I don't believe that, but do you have any idea why they would think that?
She's nodding, her whole head shaking up and down. And she says, yeah, as soon as they grabbed her, Ash sent me a message and she said that they were blaming us for the attacks on the city and to send everybody to the Dream Grove. So last night I sent all of the kids who, And so then I sent all of the kids who live to the Dream Grove with daughter Spencer. And she's like very flustered and like barely getting out coherent sentences.
Okay, you did a great job, and you're okay. Like it's okay. Is that why the tower doesn't have doors anymore?
She's like, yeah, I closed all of the doors.
Okay. We saw Ash right before I came up here. We saw Ash. She looks a little flustered, but she's okay.
Okay.
It looked like they were trying to have her get in here, but she didn't let them in.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the Dream Grove? Is it inside this building? Oh.
No, the moon's, you remember the room where I gave you the moon's blessings?
Yeah. And then Erica points at the glasses and then does finger guns back at Jack.
She smiles when she sees you do that and is like, oh, right. Yeah, so I can do a different prayer for people who stand on the moons, and then I can send them to one of the other daughters' towers. And so I sent them all to the Dream Grove because that seemed like the safest place for them. It's far, it's out west.
Okay, that's good to know. I don't know what to do. Is there anything we can help you with? Like, do you need help? Like, basically, you guys are our only friends in the city, and yeah.
She like looks at you with like more tears like welling up in her eyes, and she's like, I don't know what to do. Ash is in charge, and so I usually just do what she tells us to do, and she's smart and plans things, but I mean, I could send you to the Dream Grove too if you need to go there. You'll be safe there. I don't know if they think that you all helped us destroy the city or something.
I don't think they think that yet, but it is something I'm a little bit scared of. And Erica, like, holds up her hands, like, wait right here, and then goes to the window and holds her hand miming a telephone up to her ear and mouth, and then points to Cody, and then points to Erica again.
Cody gives a thumbs up, and then
beep boop 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 boop.
casts a message and goes, hey, yeah, what's up?
So, everyone went west to somewhere called the Dream Grove. When you looked at whatever the dragon lady showed you, what did you see? What did she convey?
Actually, Alice, did Jasmin tell them what she saw in her vision?
Yeah, she would have.
Okay. Jasmin saw a vision of a grove of trees in a field.
Well, she didn't show me anything but the tower, but there were those trees that Jasmin talked about.
It sounds like if you can get in here, Jack can get us to the place that the dragon needs us to go.
Okay.
Where is the dragon?
I think she is taking a nap.
Still with Jasmin, right?
Yeah, at Jasmin's feet.
Oh, okay. Right, with us.
So what's the plan?
I don't know how to help you guys, but right now it seems like we need to get you in here.
Okay, should I tell the others?
Yeah. I'll talk to you later. And then she makes like a hang up symbol with her hand because she like doesn't know how this works and like walks away from the window.
I'm just going to assume that Cody kept recasting the message cantrip to make that a two-way conversation.
Yeah, I just every time he talked, he opened it up where she could talk back. Yeah.
Great. Cool.
Are we within 120 feet of our other friends?
Yes.
And I know where they are.
Yep. You can kind of see them.
Can I ask what we've been doing in the meantime?
Whatever you want.
I was just going to like keep an eye on daughter Ash to make sure that she's okay. And like maybe if she ever looks our way to just kind of like subtly wave, probably not very subtly, like, hey, we're here. Hi.
Okay. Yeah. She at one point does like glance over and makes eye contact with you. She's still like continuing to talk to the guards next to her, but is like has her eyes locked with yours. Make an insight check.
All right. Oh, my insight's pretty good. Not if I rolled a 2, it isn't. That's an 8.
Okay. She looks at you for a minute and then goes back to talking to the guards. She doesn't seem to have communicated anything.
Can we get Cody to cast message to Daughter Ash?
Oh yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Let's wait until Cody's back for that then.
Okay.
At some point in this, Cody is going to start sending them messages to relay what Erica has said.
Okay, great. So you all could talk to Cody at this point if you wanted to.
Oh, I'm very glad it worked. Could you come here so we can maybe you can talk to Daughter Ash for us?
Sure. Hey, Max, you stay here so that Erica can see and talk to somebody. I'm going to go back to them. And then Cody will make his way over to Zan and Jasmin. Okay, hey, what do you need me for?
As to talk to Ash. I can see her and she can see me, but I can't talk like this. And I don't think that Zan can either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you want me to ask to start off? And say, hey, what's up?
Yeah, ask her if she needs anything.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
But like,
Can I
think
get you some soup, a blanket,
Hey, is there anything we can get you right now?
a ginger ale, some Biscoff?
So Cody will kind of just, look over, cast message, and be like, hey, Ash, it's Cody from earlier. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
Cody, you wait a second after you send your whispered message, and across this lawn in front of the daughter's tower, you have locked eyes with her. The guard next to her looks like she's saying something to one of the other guards, and while they are briefly distracted, she whispers back to you and says, I have your pendants inside the tower. It's not safe here. Find Daughter Jack. Find Daughter Charlie. Get away from here.
You can find us on Twitter at Dice Disasters, and we have more information about the show and the cast at dicedisasters.com.
Our website was made by Allison Otting, who plays Erica.
Dice Disasters is edited by Alan Brazzell, who plays Cody.
Our cover art is made by our own DM, Oliver Northwood.
Our theme song is by People Need Goals, who you can find on Bandcamp or on Twitter at People Need Goals. Their music is amazing, and we love jamming out to our theme song.
For the next little bit, Dice Disasters will be updated weekly. For those of you who are enjoying the show, it would be wonderful if you would subscribe and leave us a review. See you next week. You hear Ash's voice come into... No, not just... come...